That always cracks me up.
I know.
All right. Yeah, I just don't want to keep everyone super long, but I'm going to give just one more minute because once I share screen, I won't be able to see. Is anyone else on as Nicole? Yeah, I won't be able to.
You want to make me co-host and I can watch?
Sure. Let's see. How do I get fancy like that? Okay. Make co-host. Okay. Let me share my screen. You know what? That's my worst part. I hate doing that part because I never know what's going to show up, how it's supposed to. Okay. Can you see that? Become an influencer?
Yep.
Perfect. All right, well, let's get started. Welcome and thank you for taking the time to hop on this webinar. My name is Michelle. I am one of the coaches from Live It to Give It, and I also have my own team, Success Warriors, and I've been doing this for almost 6 years now. And we are presenting this webinar just as information so that you can see what it is that this business is about, what it is that we're doing. Obviously, you're not going to get all the details in a short 15 to 20 minute call, but our hope is that you get enough information that you can start making a decision as to how this can impact your life and how you can decide to join us. So this is kind of a fun picture here. This is with husbands and wives because we were in Punta Cana. Yes. Okay. I have to keep all my trips straight. Punta Cana, just about a month ago. And that is one of the rewards trips that we can earn through our company. And then you can always bring a guest. So it can be a husband, it can be a boyfriend, it could be a best friend. Some people bring their moms, but this is our large team. And this was at one of the parties down at the beach. So just a really cool experience there. I'm going to go through information, and if you have questions, I'll have a Q&A at the end, and then we'll kind of talk about next steps. So becoming a fitfluencer, play on words there. Before we start, let's just think about some questions here. Like, what would you do if you had all the time and money in the world? And I think sometimes when we think about that, we don't think beyond like, oh, well, I would just, you know, hang out on the couch. But like, what would you really do? Would you decide to travel? Would you, you know, hit up every continent? Would you, you know, you can put it in the chat. What would you do? Would you update your home? Like Jamie said, would you, what is it that you would do if you had all the time and money in the world? Because a lot of times we talk about like, we want that time freedom, but then what does that actually look like? The other thing, have you ever recommended a restaurant or favorite meal to a friend? Have any of you done that? Oh, there's Nicole. Yeah, I think most of us have, right? Like if we find something we like and we say, oh, we found this here, or you should try this recipe, or you should try whatever it is. And if you've ever posted on social media, which all of you have, okay, you have been doing a lot of the things that this business is focused around. Dreaming big, setting goals, helping people make good decisions, you know, not just with meals and restaurants and that sort of thing, but also making good decisions with their health, and then also posting on social media. And so a lot of the things that we do in our business, we already naturally do as members of society. And so we're just asking you, when you do this business, you just do it a little bit differently. And Nicole, if you have anything to hop on, chime in, just let me know. Welcome.
Thanks. I love being here. Yes, no, I think I think these three questions are really powerful questions, and yet at the same time you're like, well, yeah, I can answer these, but yet they really make you stop and think, and that's what this opportunity really does, is open your eyes to new opportunities, right?
Yes. So if you said yes to any of these, then this is for you. And we really believe that if you can get to the heart of those questions and those answers, that you can then move through this business and find success. And the beauty of this is it's your business and you get to define what that success looks like for you. Like I said, my name's Michelle. this is our cloudy host. My name is Michelle, and by day I am a teacher. I've been teaching for, I'm going to sound old, 18 years. But I also have been a fitness coach, like I said, or influencer for almost 6 years. And I teach full time, and I do this part time. And it has totally changed my life. I was really in a negative spot when I was teaching in my previous district. A lot of things out of my control, but I could just feel myself spiraling. Nicole is my upline. She invited me to join. I said no a couple times because I said in my head, the story I was telling myself was, I can't be like Nicole. Like, I'm just not Nicole. And so that was the story that I told myself until I decided, you know what, I'm just going to give it a try. I'm just going to see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? Right. Like, and so I joined the community and I started doing the things and I started helping people. And I felt just this new sense of positivity. And I got pulled into this group of women who were very supportive, and it just has snowballed into something way more than I ever thought it would be, not only for myself in as far as a positive community and relationships, but also for our family and the freedom that it gives us with income to be able to do things with our family, as well as being able to pay that forward and watch other women build this business. Because then what you're doing is, like, we talk about the snowball effect or paying it forward, like when I help Jamie start her journey, and then Jamie starts inviting people on her journey. Now we have degrees of separation, but it all starts with you helping people, they help people. And now all of a sudden your outreach is so much further. And like, to say that you have an impact on someone else's long-term health is really truly an inspiration. And that's why I love doing it every single day. And my kids see me doing it and they can appreciate it, because the first thing we did when I made enough money was income disclosure. You only you make the amount of money that you for your hard work. I don't know the exact words, but basically, like, we went to Disney.
HRD does not guarantee any level of success. It depends on your skill, effort, and energy with consistency putting it into your business.
There you go. She got it memorized. So that's me. Nicole is our other host. Smarter than me. Go ahead, Nicole.
Yeah, I am so glad to be here. And it is one of my most favorite topics to talk about, of course, is coaching, because when something changes your life, you just have to talk about it. And I often say that I just want this joy and freedom for everyone. And I know you can hop on a call like this because it's been mentioned before, and I'll be very transparent with you. People have gotten off the call and they're like, are people really like this, like, all the time? Or is this just like, for the call, right? And I will tell you that we are literally like a family. Like, our team is very positive, but we also have like high expectations for each other. Like, we work really hard and we play really hard. I guess I would say that, right? We definitely have no room for negativity. So we do have a positive, really positive, supportive community, because it's just through the personal development conferences that we've been to, trainings that we've received, where our minds have really been opened on how we want to live. Life is so short that we all have a choice. Every single minute you get to choose, like, how you're living your life. And that's how we choose it. Now, it's not to say that we don't have hard days. It's not to say that this business can be hard at times, because it can. It's life. Life is hard, right? And so I guess when we look into this community, building this business and this opportunity, it has given us all an outlet, like Michelle said, of positivity. I was a teacher as well for 16 years. I slowly reduced my contract down and I retired 3 years ago. And it was the best thing I ever did, was go full-time coaching, because my life has forever been changed. So on this call tonight, we're going to go through what coaching is and what coaching isn't. And I think that's the next slide, right, Michelle?
Got it.
Awesome.
All right. So what coaches are not? We are not experts. And that's the beauty of this. We partner with an incredible company through Beachbody, and they hire the professional trainers, they hire the nutritionists, and we are not experts. And that's the beauty of it. They put together the programs, they put together the nutrition, they train us in it, so we know about it, and we're kind of the connection between the experts and our clients and our customers. So we are not the experts. That's the beauty of it. And obviously we learn more as we go, and every day we're always learning more and more, but we don't have to be the experts. We're not salespeople, and we'll talk about what that really means, but we're not salespeople. You won't see us blasting products all over on our social media or anything like that, because that is not, we're not selling a product. We're really, truly sharing a lifestyle. We don't have to be a perfect weight. We really focus on being the healthiest version of yourself. And those of you who have been with us in our challenge groups and our accountability groups, you know that there are so many different ways that we value your victory, non-scale victories we talk about all the time. So that is huge with this as well. Again, you don't need a certification or degree to do this. You don't need big muscles or abs. Yeah, those are nice, but really, really, really what this will do is really flip your mindset. And that is such a powerful thing, because then it transfers everywhere. It's not just within your business, it's within your other career, it's within your family, it's within your relationships, your friendships, and that mindset shift is huge. And then living a healthy lifestyle, that transfers to everyone as well. There's not certain sales quotas you have to make, like you have to sell this much, which some companies have. You don't have that. And you don't have to have a big following on social media in order to be successful with this business. And so a lot of times these are the misconceptions that people have. And we talk a lot about, we'll get to it, a lot about this idea that, you can't, make the mistake that I made by comparing yourself to the person who asked you, because they're in a different spot in their business. We all started where you will start. And that was a mistake I made. I kept comparing myself to Nicole before I even said yes, because I said, I can't do what she does. Well, that's the magic of it. I shouldn't be doing what she does day one when she's on day 582. And so we'll kind of talk about how we help you through that process. So what do we do, Nicole?
Well, I want to go back to Sedona and have that office view. That's where I want to go. Or Punta Cana from the picture before. You're going to see, like, in this too, like, we're going to talk about perks, but if you like to travel, I think I saw someone say, like, they love to travel. Yes, this business has actually, like, created a little bit of a travel obsession with me. Actually, the shirt I'm wearing right now on the back says beach vibes, because we just bought a condo on Fort Myers Beach. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that sweatshirt and wear it at the beach when we go to the condo. So it does create a little bit of a travel bug in some people. I think, Michelle, you have definitely caught it too, because I remember you were like, we don't really travel at all. And now you're like, okay, Nicole, I have 3 flights and I really got to figure this out. And I remember saying to you, Michelle, this is like a crazy problem that we are talking about. Like, this is a funny problem to have, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what do we do as coaches? Well, the first thing, and I think this is actually the most important thing, you guys, and it's so cool. Like, you can't lose at this, because it's the commitment to your own journey and your own results. And our first vital behavior is this business starts with you. Like, you on your own journey. And then the next thing that we do is we simply share our journey. We do share it on social media, but you know what? I started out just sharing it with my friends and family. I know you're going to think this is crazy if you follow me, but I literally had maybe 70 friends. It just came up in my memories the other day, because I was pregnant 13 years ago. And 13 years ago when I was on Facebook, like, literally I had 70 friends. And like, I wrote, no, this was like, it must have been 11 years ago. I wrote, like, I was going to see Oprah Winfrey. I was going to see Oprah Winfrey. And I had 2 likes. Like, that Like I looked at that like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Like she's an icon because I wasn't on social media. Like, so you, if you're not on, like, don't stress out. You can totally do this. Um, Also, it's to help people get started on their journey and get their results. And I'm not kidding you when Michelle says like, I just I just had someone message me this morning and she's like, Nicole, I just went back and looked in my measurements from January. I'm down 25 inches. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like, that's what I woke up to. That's the message I woke up to. Those messages never get old. So it's helping people get in started on their journey and helping them get results. It's connecting and building relationships. You guys, our team is amazing. We are a top team. We have so much fun together. We have so much fun virtually, and then we have a ton of fun when we get together, whether it be in Punta Cana. A bunch of us just got back the other month, whether it be at our coach summit or one of our retreats. We have a true relationship. And then the other thing is we inspire others through living our best and healthiest life. And that's what I mean. When you're on our team, it really is about just living your best life and encouraging each other.
Sorry, I was muted. We both have kind of talked about this just kind of in passing, but the opportunity to travel is one of the main perks of coaching that I really, like Nicole spoke to. Like I really didn't travel that much. I once had to go to Vegas for a wedding, and I made Jamie come with me because I had to go without Nick, and she's a great best friend, so she taught me how to travel with a baby. Like that's the world that I lived in. We had been out of the country once, so the opportunity to travel and earn incentives is huge. This is a rewards trip, so this is strictly like go have fun, celebrate all of the people that you've helped. This is the picture here that you see made to rock, which was at the Hard Rock. We have quarterly events that are local in your local area that we get together, and we get training on upcoming launches, which means new products coming out, new programs, as well as like how to build your business in an effective way. We have our summit, which is an amazing experience, and this year it's in St. Louis, Missouri, where we will go and spend 4 days together with all of the network, Beachbody Network, where you go and you get training, but you also get to have fun parties. So there's lots of perks throughout the year, and as you build your business throughout the business as well. The next one, you get the best shape of your life while connecting with other women. And that is so true. And when we say the best shape of your life, we're not just talking about that physical shape, the spiritual journey that you go on, whatever that spiritual journey looks like for you, the mental journey that you get to go on, the shaping of your life, whether that's with your spouse or your significant other or your mom or your sister or your own children, like that shaping that you also get to do in other people's lives and connecting with women who are like you. We are all very, very different, yet we have similarities and we have common goals, and it brings you together, and it's why we function as well as we do as a team. And the potential to earn supplemental to full-time income doing something that you love. I never imagined my business would grow to what it could when I first started. And I think that that is the biggest thing that you can think about is like, what would an extra, income do for your family? And I think Nicole talks about, what is it, Nicole? Like the average millionaire has how many streams of income, do you say?
Yeah, the average millionaire has the average of like 6 to 7 streams of income. And when you think about income, I want you to think about income as freedom. I know that we were both teachers, my husband and I, when we started, and we didn't have freedom. We literally lived off of an Excel spreadsheet. And I actually joined coaching because I love fitness. And my husband was teaching full time, starting his mortgage brokerage, and he was also coaching at the varsity level in football and baseball. And so he wasn't even spending time with our family. And I thought, if I could contribute to our family, and I don't even know, what was baseball, like $3,000 extra?
Probably.
Not all, but to us, that was a lot at the time, right? And I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for my family. And when I over tripled it the first year and made over 10,000, I was like, okay, if I can make 10,000, I want to double it next year. Well, I ended up quadrupling it the following year and doubling it the next year. And that's the thing with this, is there is no limit except for yourself. It's really the work that you do, right? So it's really cool because some people want just an extra $200. If that's you, if you want an extra $200 a month, that's awesome. You'll make it happen. If you want an extra 2,000 a month, that's awesome. You can make it happen, right? So there's really, it's really, we always say on our team, you only make an income when you make an impact.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
if you're willing to work hard on becoming your best self through health and fitness, put in the daily work, have the big dreams and set your goals, then this is for you. And I think that's the biggest thing. It's the willingness to learn. It's a willingness to fail and get back up. And it's a willingness to work hard and dream big. And sometimes, and we'll work through that with you, because sometimes we know that it's hard to, I'm a type A person. I follow the rules, and like, I do this, I go to college, I get this job, I do this. So we understand that it's non-conventional, but it really is something that can truly change your life. So if you can imagine it, like, where could you be if you chose to focus on your health and look only at what could go right? And I think that's such a big thing in a lot of people minds, including all of ours at some point. Like, we always think worst case scenario, but what if you thought of like, what's the best case scenario, and what would that look like for you and for your family?
Yeah, I just heard too, I was listening to a podcast, and the reason that we flip our mind to like worst case scenario is because like our brain is trying to protect us, you know? And it's like that defensive system, right? Where if you can build that muscle to choose to focus on things going right. One of the best books I ever listened to was called Everything is Figure Outable. And it's so true. I mean, everything is figure outable. I mean, even as parents, if you guys are parents, right? Like, you probably have made a mistake. I know I do probably every day, right? Like, and you can fix it. You can figure it out, right? Like, everything is figure outable because you always want it to go right for your kids, right? But sometimes it's life, right? Life. Same with this business. Like, what could go right, right? Everything is figure outable. All right, so how do we get started? You will have major support on our team. We do have weekly team calls where we come together every week. We do trainings on those calls. We do speakers on those calls. We have one-on-one training mentorship where you meet with your upline and have one-on-one calls. We also have new coach mentorship starting on May 2nd. So that's just right around the corner, where you're in a pod of all new coaches together. If you heard snorting, that's my Frenchie. I didn't fart. Sometimes it sounds like a fart, but I'm good. Gut protocol is good. I actually don't hardly have any farts anymore. So that's good. And I got my period today and didn't even know it because I didn't have any period symptoms. Can you believe that? Like, oh my gosh. I shared it in our team page, but I'm really like amazed. But anyways, that's a bird walk. And then we have our team page, and that is on Facebook. You're welcomed into Team Live It to Give It. And then you also have your back office, which is your website where you, that's your office. We don't hold on to any supplies. So that's good.
All right, so sorry, I am home alone with my 3 children, so muting and unmuting is a necessary thing right now. So what now? You've heard some information. What are the next steps? You'll reach out to the coach who invited you, get plugged into our fitness community. You submit your coach sign up, and you start the new coach mentorship. And now that is huge. Nicole mentioned it, but really, you are joining a team, and so you will be doing this on your own, but doing this with lots of layers of support to help you be successful. So we have the training set up, but we have so many tools for you to be successful as a coach. It's just you being willing to say, yep, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try my best. I have a willingness to work hard, and I'm going to do it. So you can reach out to your coach who invited you. If you're like, heck yeah, this is all me, I'm going for it, you can reach out to them right away. They'll also be reaching out to you to connect. Because I know we have people that had sporting events and things like that. But get plugged into the community. The positivity is just something that is crazy. You see this picture on the bottom here, that's our Saturday morning wake up crew sweat session, and like just getting connected into that community is huge, and you will not regret it. Nicole, am I missing anything with that?
I think you covered it. I think it's good. I think it's
All right, this is Nicole's pool that we go to, so that's another perk of traveling. You get to travel to Dayton, Minnesota, and use Nicole's pool and not pop her floaties.
Let's hope it warms up. 2 years ago, the pool was already open, and I look at my memories every day, and the boys were already swimming because God blessed us so well during the pandemic with warm weather, because He knew that children needed to be outside. So He brought us warm weather, and now it's like, oh my gosh, it's literally 30 degrees out. It's just crazy. All right, so we will end. Is there any questions that you're like, wait a second, you didn't even talk about this, and I have a question about it? Did we cover everything that your heart desires? Good. Good. I mean, it's not very scary. I know some people think it is, but honestly, it's the most fun you can have, really. I find that as adults, I mean, this is the one thing. Joy and fun are missing in a lot of adults' lives. And I know I used to be like this. I would live for the weekend, that's when my fun would happen. But the weekdays, it was just the grind, right? And now life is so different. The joy, I mean, literally tonight, for example, I literally almost peed my pants because in the Diamond message thread, we were talking about stupid stuff, right? But it was just so funny because that's just, we just get to find joy in each other's company. And it's a random, what is today? I don't even know. What is today? Thursday. I'm reading messages in the Diamond thread, and I'm literally dying because it's just an inside joke that we have, and it's just is what it is. It is what it is, and these are the people that I want to be surrounded with, is people that can laugh on a random Thursday, make fun of themselves, and just joy. I really don't know how Sally was doing that, but I'll take Polly Pocket any day. Oh,
You can do it.
All right. Yes. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for spending your time with us. We look